Have you ever caught yourself reaching for a wall, a chair, or the countertop just to steady yourself, even though nothing felt obviously wrong? Maybe your steps have gotten a bit shorter, or you hesitate a moment longer before stepping off a curb. It's easy to chalk it up to just getting older. But what if that creeping unsteadiness isn't just aging? It's warning you. The truth is, balance doesn't disappear overnight. It fades quietly, often without us even noticing, until we stumble, slip, or worse, fall. But here's the good news. Most balance issues in older adults are not inevitable. They're caused by a handful of common, fixable mistakes that many people make every day, often without realizing it. In today's video, we're going to uncover the 5 biggest balance mistakes that affect older adults in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. These are not medical conditions or rare disorders. These are everyday habits, like the shoes we wear, the way we walk around the house, or even how often we challenge our own balance. More importantly, I'll show you simple, practical ways to fix each one, because you deserve to move through life confidently, not cautiously. And balance is not just about avoiding falls. It's about holding on to your independence, your freedom, and your peace of mind. So if you've ever felt just a little off, or you've been worried about falling one day, don't go anywhere. You're about to learn how a few small changes could make a world of difference. Let's get started. 1. Neglecting foot and ankle strength, the forgotten foundation of balance. When most people think about improving their balance, they often picture working on their core or maybe doing a few standing stretches. And yes, your core and posture absolutely matter. But what's often overlooked is what's happening much lower down, your feet and ankles. Think of your body like a tall building. Your core might be the center, but your feet and ankles are the foundation. And if that foundation is weak, everything above it wobbles, even if it looks strong on the surface. Now here's where it gets personal. As we age, many of us stop giving our feet and ankles the challenge they need to stay strong. Thick-soled sneakers, memory foam slippers, smooth hardwood floors. While they feel comfortable, they also rob our feet of the opportunity to engage. Over time, this leads to weaker muscles, reduced mobility, and slower reflexes. The result? You're less prepared to react when you trip, turn suddenly, or step onto uneven ground. You may not notice this right away. In fact, many people don't. But then one day, you find yourself stumbling more often, hesitating before stepping down, or avoiding curbs entirely. Not because you're old, but because your foundation has quietly grown weaker. Let me give you a real-world example. One of my former clients, George, a 76-year-old retired school principal, hadn't fallen, but he felt like he might. He told me, "It's like my feet are asleep." And in a way, they were. Years of relying on ultra-cushioned shoes and avoiding uneven terrain had dulled his ankle mobility and muscle response. But within just a couple of weeks of gentle foot-focused exercises, like towel scrunches, heel raises, and barefoot walking on textured mats, he started feeling more stable. "I forgot my feet had a job to do," he laughed. "Now they're back at work." Here's something you can try right now. Stand barefoot and slowly raise up onto your toes. Feel unsteady? That's your foot and ankle muscles saying they need more attention. Now try balancing on one foot. If you're wobbling or reaching for support, it's a sign those reflexes have dulled. The good news? You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment to restore this foundation. You just need intention. Start walking barefoot around the house on safe surfaces. Roll a tennis ball under each foot for 1 minute a day to awaken dormant muscles and improve circulation. Incorporate simple routines like seated ankle circles or standing calf stretches. You'll be amazed at how something so small can transform how you move. Strong feet and ankles not only reduce fall risk, they also make your entire stride more confident, your posture more upright, and your daily activities less taxing. So before you focus on balance boards or core workouts, look down. Your journey to better stability might just start with your toes. 2. Not practicing balance. Why ignoring it makes it worse. Here's something most people never realize until it's too late. Balance is not a built-in guarantee. It's a skill. And like any skill, it fades if we stop using it. When we're young, we take balance for granted. We hop off curbs, climb stairs, pivot quickly to catch a ball or a bus. But as we get older, we naturally start avoiding movements that feel risky. We stop walking on uneven ground, hesitate to reach for high shelves, or move slower to stay safe. While those instincts come from a good place, they can actually backfire. By avoiding situations that challenge our balance, we slowly lose the ability to handle those situations. Our stabilizing muscles weaken. The nerve pathways that help us recover from a stumble get sluggish, and our confidence starts to fade along with our coordination. I once worked with a 73-year-old woman named Linda. She hadn't fallen, but she admitted to feeling increasingly wobbly. She told me, "I just try not to move too fast anymore." When we did a few simple balance tests, walking heel to toe, standing on one foot, she was shocked. "I had no idea I'd gotten this unsteady," she said. And she's not alone. But here's the good news. You can rebuild balance at any age. And it doesn't take dangerous or complicated workouts to get there. Start small. Try brushing your teeth while standing on one foot. Use the sink for support if you need to. Practice standing with your feet close together, then closing your eyes for a few seconds. Or walk in a straight line heel to toe, like you're walking a tightrope. These seemingly small exercises wake up your balance system, your brain, muscles, joints, and even your inner ear, all working together again. And if you're looking for something gentler on the joints but deeply effective, consider Tai Chi. This slow, flowing movement practice is backed by science for improving balance and reducing falls in older adults. It's also calming and meditative, a double win. The real key is consistency. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day of balance-focused activity can create lasting improvements. Over time, your body will learn to correct itself faster when you trip or turn. And perhaps more importantly, you'll regain the confidence to move freely, not fearfully. Remember, when we stop practicing balance, we're not just losing strength, we're losing independence. The ability to walk into a grocery store, carry a bag of groceries, or play with grandkids without worry, all of that starts with steady footing. So don't wait until a fall wakes you up. Begin with simple movements today and give your body the chance to rediscover its natural ability to stay upright, agile, and strong. Because balance isn't just about staying on your feet, it's about staying in control of your life. 3. Wearing improper footwear at home, a hidden risk beneath your feet. Most of us think of our homes as the safest place we can be, and in many ways they are. Familiar, comfortable, and free from the chaos of the outside world. But here's a surprising truth. One of the biggest fall hazards for older adults starts inside the house, right under your feet. It's the shoes you wear or don't wear. Many seniors unknowingly increase their fall risk by wearing the wrong kind of footwear indoors. Maybe it's a pair of soft, cozy slippers that slide off easily. Or maybe it's simply walking around in socks, especially at night when you get up to use the bathroom. At first glance, it seems harmless. But when you combine smooth floors, area rugs, and reduced traction from aging footwear or bare feet, what you have is a recipe for disaster. I once spoke with Jack, a 79-year-old Navy veteran who considered himself active and capable. For years, he walked around the house in socks. They were warm and easy, he told me, until the night he slipped on a rug in the hallway. He caught himself just in time, but it shook his confidence. I realized I was sliding around my own home like it was an ice rink. The issue isn't just slipping. Worn-out soles or unsupportive shoes fail to absorb shock properly, which can aggravate arthritis and reduce your ability to respond quickly to sudden changes in movement or direction. Poor footwear also weakens foot stability over time, especially if it lacks arch support or allows the foot to shift around inside. So what should you wear instead? Ideal indoor footwear should be secure, supportive, and slip-resistant. Think of house shoes as part of your safety equipment, not just something for comfort. Choose a pair that fits snugly, but not tightly, with a firm sole that grips the floor and provides good arch support. Avoid backless slippers, worn-out sneakers, and especially smooth socks without grip. There are even specially designed non-slip socks with silicone treads on the bottom, which can be a helpful option, but only on surfaces like carpet or if mobility is limited. For most people, a structured indoor shoe with a rubber sole is the better option. Also, pay attention to the state of your flooring. If you have tile, laminate, or hardwood floors, make sure you've removed or secured small rugs and added non-slip mats in the bathroom and kitchen, places where falls are most common. Making this small change, investing in proper indoor shoes, can do more than protect you from falls. It can improve your posture, reduce joint pain, and give you greater confidence as you move through your home. Don't underestimate the role your shoes play in your safety. Just because you're indoors doesn't mean you should let your guard down. Sometimes the biggest improvements in balance come from the simplest, most overlooked places, starting with what's on your feet. 4. Over-relying on walls or furniture when support actually weakens you. You may not even notice it at first. A gentle hand on the hallway wall, a quick grab of a chair back, leaning on the countertop while walking to the next room. These little movements seem harmless, maybe even smart. After all, why not steady yourself if support is within reach? But here's the truth. When we begin to rely too much on external objects to move around our homes, we unknowingly send our body the message that it's no longer capable of standing on its own. While the occasional handhold is completely understandable, especially after illness, injury, or a scary fall, turning this into a habit comes with hidden costs. The muscles that control balance, especially in your ankles, hips, and core, begin to weaken from disuse. The reflexes that help you react quickly to stumbles begin to fade. And slowly but surely, you become less confident in your own ability to move freely. It becomes a vicious cycle. The more we rely on external supports, the more our internal systems deteriorate, making us even more dependent. I once worked with Sarah, a 75-year-old grandmother who, after one minor fall, began using a cane everywhere, even within her living room. Over time, she noticed her ability to walk short distances without help was getting worse. "I thought I was playing it safe," she told me, "but I was actually making myself weaker." Now, to be clear, if your doctor has prescribed a cane or walker, by all means use it. But if you're reaching for furniture out of habit, not need, it's time to reconsider. Start by observing your own movements. Can you walk across the living room without touching anything? Or do you instinctively reach out, even if you don't need to? That reflex might be more mental than physical. And that's where retraining begins. Begin with small challenges. Stand next to a sturdy counter and balance on one foot for 10 seconds. Practice walking short distances without using walls for support. Keep your head up, shoulders relaxed, and eyes looking forward, not down at your feet. These subtle shifts reawaken your body's balance systems, the muscles, the nerves, and the inner ear mechanisms that all work together to keep you steady. You may wobble at first. That's okay. It means your body is working. Remember, the goal isn't to be reckless, it's to be resilient. With consistent effort, many older adults regain the strength and confidence to move freely again, without constantly bracing themselves for the next misstep. So take a look around your home. Are the walls holding you up, or are you ready to stand strong on your own? Your balance, your independence, and your confidence might just be waiting for you to let go. 5. Ignoring vision and inner ear health. The hidden balance systems you can't afford to overlook. When people think about balance, they usually focus on leg strength or posture. While those are crucial, there are two silent systems that play a massive role in keeping you steady, and they're often ignored: your eyes and your inner ears. Here's the deal. Balance is not just about muscles. It's about information. Your brain constantly receives signals from your eyes, your feet, your joints, and your inner ear to help you stay upright. If one of those inputs is blurry, delayed, or distorted, your body struggles to keep up. Let's start with vision. As we age, it's normal for eyesight to change, but we often underestimate how those changes affect our stability. Reduced depth perception, dim contrast sensitivity, and narrowed peripheral vision can make it harder to see floor-level hazards, judge distances, or adjust to light changes, like walking from a bright kitchen into a darker hallway. A cracked tile or a missed step can suddenly become a serious fall risk simply because your brain didn't have enough visual data in time to react. Now add in the inner ear, also known as the vestibular system. It's your body's built-in gyroscope. It helps you sense movement, head position, and gravity. When this system weakens, which naturally happens with age, it can cause dizziness, vertigo, or that unsettling feeling like the room is tilting even when it's not. I worked with Tom, an 80-year-old retired tennis coach who had always been agile. But over time, he started stumbling more often, especially in low light. He assumed it was just aging, but after an eye exam and vestibular screening, we discovered he had developing cataracts and a treatable inner ear issue called BPPV, benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. After getting new glasses and a few sessions of vestibular therapy, his confidence skyrocketed. "I didn't realize how much I was compensating," he said. "It's like my balance got a reboot." The key message: don't ignore what your senses are telling or not telling you. Get a comprehensive eye exam every year, not just a quick vision screening. Make sure your eyeglass prescription is up to date, especially if you've noticed difficulty seeing in the dark, judging step heights, or dealing with glare. And if you've been feeling dizzy, off balance, or like your footing isn't as sure as it used to be, ask your doctor about vestibular testing. Disorders like BPPV, labyrinthitis, or age-related vestibular decline are more common than most people think, and many are treatable with simple, non-invasive techniques. Your vision and inner ear aren't just passive parts of your body. They're active players in your balance system, and they deserve just as much attention as your legs or feet. Because staying on your feet isn't just about being strong, it's about seeing clearly, sensing accurately, and giving your brain the tools it needs to protect you. Don't leave those systems unchecked. Sometimes the most powerful change you can make starts with a closer look, literally. By now you've seen that balance isn't just about avoiding a fall, it's about preserving the freedom to live your life on your own terms. Whether it's walking through the grocery store without worry, climbing the stairs confidently, or simply feeling steady while reaching for a cupboard, these are the moments where balance truly matters. And the good news? It's never too late to take control. Most of the problems we've talked about, weak ankles, poor footwear, lack of balance practice, over-reliance on walls, even vision and inner ear changes, aren't signs of failure or aging beyond help. They're signals. Signals that your body is asking for a little more attention, a little more movement, and a little more trust. The power to improve your balance starts with awareness, and now you're aware. That alone sets you apart. Pick one thing from today's video, just one. Maybe it's trying a new pair of supportive shoes. Maybe it's standing on one foot while brushing your teeth. Maybe it's scheduling that long overdue eye exam. Whatever it is, take that step. Because small daily actions, done consistently, can rebuild your strength, your confidence, and your independence. We believe your golden years should be fearless, active, and filled with moments that make you feel alive, not limited. If this video helped you see things differently, let us know in the comments. And if you're ready to keep moving forward with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, stay steady, stay strong, and remember, your best strides may still be ahead.